Since the beginning of the second Trump administration, we've seen a drop in overseas travelers coming to the U.S. Stats from the International Trade Administration show February saw a decrease of 2.4% compared to the same time last year. But the decline was even more steep in March, 11.6%. compared year over year. Now, the exact reasons, we should clarify, are unclear, but February was the first date the president signed his first executive action to impose tariffs against Mexico, Canada and China. And early March was when the U.S. began detaining green card holders like Mahmoud Khalil. Joining us now from London with more on this is CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio. Ramy, good morning to you. What regions are seeing tourists steer clear of the U.S.? Where are people deciding not to come?
Errol, well, pretty much everywhere you look around the world. I'll start here in the UK and Western Europe. And one data point that really boggles my mind is that about 120,000 fewer people from just three countries here, the UK, Spain, and Germany, traveled to the US in March versus a year ago. You can see that drop on your screen there for all of Western Europe, down 17%. It was even bigger for the Caribbean, 26%. Africa was less so, but still at 12%. And Eastern Europe and the Middle East, though, they actually saw jumps. These falls, though, most of these falls around the world, turning out to be a massive U-turn on optimism for the U.S. tourism industry. Last December, that forecast was for a growth of nearly something like 9%. It's now forecast to be a drop of more than 9%. And then the ripple effect is in the money, right? The tourism dollars lost for the U.S. economy. Goldman Sachs said that the U.S. could lose out as much as $90 billion. This is from things not booked, from flights not booked, hotels not booked, restaurants and bars not being visited, theme parks not being visited. As we get into the summer travel months, I think we'll see whether this is a blip or whether this is a longer-term trend, Errol.
Yeah, and Ramy, I know it's difficult to identify a single reason, but do we know or get a sense of what's driving this drop? And where else are people deciding to go?
Sure. Yes, there is one single reason, but many reasons around that one person, President Donald Trump, the Trump effect, turning visitors off to the U.S. It's political with his populist agenda. It's economic with his tariffs that would raise prices. And of course, if you raise prices, you don't want to spend them going someplace further away, especially a place that may not welcome you. It's socio-cultural as well, with Trump's attacks on foreigners, on migrants, on the LGBTQ community. Some European countries have raised those red flags to their own citizens. But Trump has his own thoughts. He spoke with our own Nancy Cortez earlier. Take a listen.
Why do you think that there are fewer people suddenly who want to travel to the United States?
Well, there could be a little, there's a little nationalism there, I guess, perhaps. It's not a big deal.
Do you think some people are scared to come here because they hear the stories of tourists who are detained for a few days or even a week or two?
No, we treat our tourists great. We're the tourism capital of the world. There's no place like this. And there may be a little bit of nationalism, but I doubt it. I actually doubt it.
And you asked if it's not the U.S., where it might be. Frankly, it's where you feel safe, right? Welcome, relaxed, and where you can get more bang for your buck, Errol. Europe appears to be an early winner. Rental properties for the summer surging here. Bermuda in the Caribbean, they say they're getting interest from Canadians. And then further away, my eye is on Japan. It has been actually for the past few months. The yen hasn't been steadily this week since the 1990s. 37 million tourists went to Japan in 2024, the highest since 1964.
Wow, remarkable numbers there, Ramy. We appreciate you being across all of it. Thanks so much.
You bet.